Investment bankers in Canada. Investment banking is one of the many subspecialties in the financial services industry. Those with varied levels of education and expertise in this profession can choose from a variety of work opportunities. By knowing about many routes into investment banking, you can start putting together a strategy. We'll go through the basics of gaining a job in investment banking in Canada and look at the 5 various opportunities available in this post. Let's look at the 5 biggest Canadian investment banks. The first is the Royal Bank of Canada, RBC. Then it is Toronto Dominion Bank, TD. Then we have Bank of Nova Scotia, also known as Scotia Bank. The fourth one is the Bank of Montreal, BMO. And the last one is the Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, CIBC. Now let's look at the Canadian bulge brackets. Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, CITI, Bank of America, Credit Suisse, UBS and Wells Fargo. Now let's look at the elite boutiques in Canada. The first one is Lazard, then we have Rothschild, the third one is the Evercore, then we have Greenhill and lastly PWP. Now let's look at the Canadian investment banking boutiques. Stifel GMP, Canaccord, Cormark, Peters & Company, Maxit Capital, Desjardins, Ultracorp and Marquardt. Now let's look at the investment banker requirements in Canada. First, education. Formal education is required. Investment banking could be a fascinating subject to study for a university degree. You can study investing tactics and learn from industry experts if you have a degree in business, finance, accounting, economics or another related field. Include details about your education and training on your resume to improve your chances of finding a job. If you acquire a graduate degree in business, you could be able to make more money and advance in your career. Now let's see the career in investment banking in Canada. The services provided by Canadian investment banks are comparable. With that in mind, let's take a look at some of the investment banking services that they offer. The most important service is advice in mergers and acquisitions, which is also known as M&A. Canadian investment banks are always on the lookout for ways to help their clients to get the finest deals and deliver the most value, whether it's through mergers, acquisitions or sales, regardless of the company's demands. If the agreements are complicated, the most efficient M&A terms will handle and supply their consumers with a hassle-free advising service. Services in the debt and equity capital markets are furthermore, regardless of the requirement, Canadian investment banks support their clients in understanding market trends and suggesting tactics to act on them. Customers at Canadian investment banks can rely on a knowledgeable staff to help them manage the complexity of each transaction and profit handsomely in this process. One must be well versed in the key ideas to generate money in today's extremely volatile debt and equity capital markets. When it comes to investment research, Canadian investment banks, like those in the United States, have a strong track record. They use a variety of technologies to uncover the best investment prospects, including data science, quantitative market research, statistical modeling, and digital footprint analysis. They are able to investigate each market in great detail as a result of their laser-like focus on the market. As a result, these study papers are extremely valuable to our customers. Other retail investing solutions are available from Canadian financial organizations such as investment banks. Everyone's investment objectives and risk tolerance are different. Canadian investment banks have access to and strategies for every market inimaginable. Canada's investment banking industry also offers sales and trading services to its customers as a part of its investment banking services. From cash equities to credit facilities, from a burgeoning market to derivatives, investment banks in Canada offer a diverse range of products and services. Now let's look at the income. Investment bankers in Canada earn less money than their counterparts in United States. Their pay, on the other hand, is often comparable to that of their British counterparts. Analysts at the Big 5 investment banks are paid roughly around $85,000 in Canadian dollars, despite the fact that the long-term exchange rate favors the US dollar by $1.30. At all levels, total salary including bonus is roughly 30% lower. Associates' bonuses are a higher multiple of base income, but their base compensation is lower than their global counterparts at this level. The pattern is the same for every position on the ladder. Everything is done on a smaller scale in Canada's investment banking business. The atmosphere, on the other hand, is fantastic and there is fresh market to explore. There are no barriers to entry if you have worked in an investment bank in United States and want to work in Canada. If you have graduated from a top institutions in US, investment banking in Canada would be a more profitable option for you because there would be significant less competition and you would be able to take command of the position right away. If you are a Canadian, however, you will need a lot of zeal and interest to succeed. Now, if you want to know about the percentage required to study in Canada, or you have any other questions regarding accommodation or the fees required to study in Canada as an international student, visit our website. Kindly let us know the topics you would like us to cover in the following video, or if you have any queries. We will provide solutions to all your questions in our next video. If you like this video or you want to keep watching similar videos, kindly subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to receive notifications for a new video that we publish on this channel. Also, let your friends and family members access helpful information by sharing this video. Best of luck and have an incredible journey ahead.